Good morning from an incredible Cape Town. I'm working from home today, and I've made sure that I have an incredible view for when I work so that my vision sees limitlessly. And I've spent a weekend away and have had some time to think around a bunch of different things for the year. And one of the things that keeps popping up is I keep getting questions around how people want to go about being successful in their lives. And often what they do is they're chasing this ideology of success. And really the way I've gone about it for the first 40 years, I actually did this exact same thing. I chased it and I chased it and I couldn't understand why I wasn't achieving it. And I often get emails like this on social media from people that have read my books and seen me talk is like, how do I go about it? Can you mentor me? Can you help me get there? And I wanted to just share some ideas around this, and that firstly, you got to understand that the amount of money that you earn is part of the identity that you've told yourself of who you are, how you fit in, what value do you add into the world. That identity is an inside job. It's not something that comes from the outside. And the second thing is that the performance that we give is based on the story that we tell about ourselves. I used to have a friend, Gina, and I'm still friends with her, and she went to King David High School in Joburg. And if you know the high school, you'll understand the type of sort of vibe that high school has. And I have a lot of friends from King David, and I love them all, but they have a very specific story. Not all of them, but Gina definitely did. And I used to say to Gina, "How are you?" And she would say, "I'm tired." And I used to say, "What do you mean you're tired? What are you tired from?" "I don't know, I'm just tired." And then that ideology was that she couldn't go to gym, she never had energy. And that was the story that she was telling about herself, and that affected her performance, you know? And so when you're making a decision to lose weight or to work on yourself or to journal, these are stories that we tell about ourselves that motivate us to wake up at 5 a.m., that give us the discipline to not eat dessert at night, give us the discipline to make that phone call that's a bit difficult. And these are the stories that we tell ourselves. But ultimately, the story that really explains this well is one that I heard from Wayne Dyer. And Wayne Dyer passed away a few years ago, an incredible teacher and somebody who helped me a lot. And what he said was, life is like a box. You're inside a box, and this box has 4 doors. And what happens in life is that you get taught that you need to push and push. So what you do is you get to the first door and you push with all your might, and you keep pushing, and the door just doesn't open. And so you go to the next door and you push and you push and you kick, and it doesn't open. The third door, you do the same. The fourth door, you do the same. By the time you've done with the fourth door, you're exhausted from all this effort. You flop into the middle and you just surrender and give up. And then you realize the door opens inwards, not outwards. It's not about pushing. It's about creating the identity and the stories we tell ourselves based on the motivating factors of why we're doing things. So next time you're trying to push, stop, internalize, understand the identity will create abundance. Your story will create your motivation and energy levels. There's nothing else to it. So surrender, flop in, relax, and let that door open inwards. Anyway, wishing you another extremely successful year. I'm going to be enjoying the view here for a little while longer while I do some work. Ciao from Cape Town. Bye.